All right, there we go. Okay, moving on. So I wanted to make you guys aware of some name changes for this school year. So if your course is on here, I would appreciate it if you change that on your end as well. If on your syllabus, on your Blackboard course, Google Classroom, whatever, if you have the name up there, change it just so that it reflects the same as what we have here. Advanced accounting is accounting 2 now. So I have the previous name, and then obviously to the right is what the name is for this year. I should have probably highlighted these or put them in bold, but Health Science Careers 1 is Health Science Careers 1 Exploration. Health Science Careers 2 is Health Science Careers 2 Engagement now. Intro to Ag, Food, and Natural Resources is just Intro to Agriculture and Natural Resources. Don't have the food in there. Intro to Law and Public Safety, they added Intro to Law, Public Safety, Security, and Corrections. They have 1 on the back of that. Yep. And Corrections 1. What about Pharmacy Tech? What?
It should be intro to.
It should be the introduction.
I thought we always had it as intro to.
I don't know. So I think I got this one backwards.
We don't know for sure.
We think it should be, so we have this switched around. So I think it should be Introduction to Pharmacy Technician. Brenda, do you know? I mean, it's not a huge change, but is it Pharmacy Technician or Introduction to Pharmacy Technician?
I don't know. I actually was just I was just on the site to look it up.
Okay,
so.
we'll double check on that, let you know, Brenda. But
okay, thank you.
Obviously, we're a little confused on that one, but we'll double check that one. Relationships across the lifespan is just lifespan connections now. And fundamental natural resources is, they left off the fundamental, so just natural resources. So if you have those courses, just make those updates as you guys are working on your courses and getting ready for the new school year. All right, so number 3. So as some of you know, anytime that the state updates standards for courses, we have to do the same on our end as well. And the state needs documentation as far as what we're doing, so that they know that we're making those changes and updating and teaching to those standards. So for this school year, the following courses that you will see there were the ones that were implemented this year, and teachers have to teach those standards this year. And so I sent out information to the teachers that teach these courses to get me the documentation that the state required, and they absolutely did that, and we got it on time, and I appreciate them for getting that work done and getting that to me on a timely manner so we can get that submitted to the state. So I appreciate that. But just so you're aware, at any time that the state updates standards, we have to do the same. And I will send out information to you specifically to let you know what needs to be done for that, and send you all the documents of what you need to fill out and everything. You do get a stipend of $100 when you do that. And so just so you know that we're not, gonna let you just do all that work for nothing. So anyway, so number 4, just kind of continuing on with that. These are the following courses that you see here. And there's a few more here, manufacturing, fine arts at the bottom here, that will be implemented next school year. But the documentation needs to be sent to the state by March 21st of 2023. So this spring. So this spring is when these standards will need to be up. You don't have to teach to them. You're just going to need to fill out the documentation that they need. But you don't need to teach to them this year. But the next year, you will need to. But just the required documentation will need to be sent to them by the 21st of March. But I will send all that information out to you guys. And then you will also have time, throughout the summer to get your course updated as well. Anybody have any questions on that? I know, Jean, I know you had to do yours. I know, it's probably timely and it kind of takes some time to do that. And also one of the other things, we did get a new director from the state, and she was really, really good. And she, was very, precise and let us know exactly what she needed and what we needed to do, just holding us accountable, what's expected of us. But unfortunately, she left, and she was only in that position for a year. And now she left again, and she got a new position somewhere else. But now Vera Tipton, who was the previous director, is filling in. I'm not sure if they're gonna hire somebody new or not, but obviously they're still gonna abide by all of this. But it just seems like they can't hold a director in that department for very long. I mean, since I've worked here, we've had 4 or 5 different ones. So that's the thing. It's like you go from one to another, and this, things kind of get lost and stuff within that, but trying to do the best we can to stay on top of things. But Jean, yeah, will you have anything about that?
The process makes perfect sense. It's not difficult. There's, of course, some time involved, but all of us have had to align standards in our face-to-face classroom. Many of us have taught online.
Yep.
It's not a lot different. You do have to do then one unit where you kind of pick it apart and show, how you're achieving those standards. But once again, other than I had 3 classes, it's not that difficult.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I know Charlotte had to do 5 or so, so she was busy. But yeah, it just depends on how many courses you teach, and so that take a little bit more time. But yeah,
No, the process is not difficult.
good. All right, good. I'm glad. All right, so yeah, so just there's the list of the ones that if you teach any courses in these areas, I will be sending out information to you in regards to what you need to do, and so that we are able to submit that documentation on time. So, okay, 5, updated contact information. If you have any address change, phone number change, whatever it may be, please get that updated, whether it's on your syllabus, whether it's in your course. Send it to us so we have that on file, so we know for sure. And if you need whatever else information you need to update on your syllabus, if it needs to be updated, get us a new one, because we list these on our website, just so that you guys know, which I'm sure you probably do. But just to show you again, we have all of our courses here, and then your syllabus is attached to each course. Oh, is it here? I'm already in it. Of course. Why isn't it going?
I was in it, maybe I forgot to publish it.
No, like if I just go into courses offered, it should pull up. Ah. That's really weird. Oh, maybe she did do something.
Me.
Oh, that's weird. See how I'm doing that? Anyway, I don't know what's going on here.
Do you have your pop-ups off or something?
I don't know. Now I can't get into that policy. I just closed out of it. I don't know. Anyway, that's where it's going to be held. If you go to courses offered, and then we have all the list of your courses there, you click on your course, and then your syllabus is right there. So we just like to have that updated information beginning of the school year, so everybody, if they go on, they know that it's correct. Okay. All right, let's go back to here. 22-23 calendar. I will send this out. Karen or I will send this out. Actually, I'll send it out with this agenda. I'll just link it or just attach it. But anyway, here's our calendar for this school year. We are actually starting a week later, and I know Karen sent out, I don't know, way back when, asking what you guys would prefer as far as start and end dates for our semesters. And this is what came back. We are going to start on August 24th, and then for the fall semester and end December 16th. And then for the spring semester, we're going to start back up January 4th and end May 12th. And we are starting a week later than we did last year. So just make sure you note that. And I will, like I said, I'll send this out and we have all of that ready to go for you. 7 courses closed on 8/27. Obviously, we just caught this. So we told them, or the state, whatever, that we're going to close courses on 8/27. This is before we knew we were going to move our start date back a week. So what did we decide on this? We're just going to have to tell them to open it up, because obviously if we start on the 24th, close on the 27th, probably shouldn't do that. It doesn't give them much time once we start to kind of, we always do like the 2 weeks, but I think we went to 1 week after we started,
I
right?
did the Friday after.
Yeah.
The next week.
Yeah, so we'll get that changed.
But I think it'll
but
be fine.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the schools start next week already.
Yeah, a lot of schools do start next week,
So I think that if,
and they're, yeah,
as their registrations come in, they'll be registering next week. So I think it'll be fine, but there might be a few we'll have to open them back up for, which is fine.
they might contact us and just ask, hey, can we still get in this course? And,
Mhm.
you know, we'll open it back up and let them register probably. So, okay, so we'll get that taken care of. The cheating policy, I just wanted to go over this. I know I sent stuff out last year on this when we kind of revamped this a little bit. And this is going to be more towards the Edgenuity courses versus you guys, because I know you guys don't have a whole lot of cheating going on. The Edgenuity side, we've kind of dealt with that quite a bit last year. But of course I can't get into the website. Anyway, it's going to be listed under calendar and policies and under the student policies. So basically what we did is, so I think this is kind of what we did a little bit as far as the first offense goes before, but if the student cheats and it's a first offense, you give them a 0 and then they get a chance to retake the assignment. If they do it again, then you give them a 0 and then all the tests will have to be proctored from there on, and locked and proctored. And like I said, that's more for the Edgenuity side, but I want everybody to kind of follow it the same as much as we can. And I don't think that would be a problem on your guys' end as well. But I just think that because we had so much of it going on, we had to put something else in place, something a little bit more specific. Just because like Edgenuity, they're working on all that, because obviously kids are going into Brain, they go into Quizlet, they're copying their answers and pasting them. And I know Edgenuity is working with them to try to take all of their stuff down, but it's an ongoing process. So in order for we had to do something on our end versus Edgenuity doing something on their end, because it wasn't like there was no end to it. It just kept going and going. So we needed to have something concrete that we could tell our students, hey, if you're doing this, this is what's going to happen. So I just wanted to kind of relay that again, just so that we are all on the same page with that. Okay. I tell you what, I don't understand why things can't go. Right. Okay. Personal development. I did mention this before, and I wanted to make sure you guys knew this again, but Dial will pay for one conference or workshop a year that you guys want to go to. We'll pay for the registration, but there is a form, and I believe that is on the core website, but I will send that form out as well. I will send that as an attachment so you guys have it, and you can just have it on your computer. But anyway, there's a form that you'll have to fill out, and then you just submit that to me, and then we'll, basically take care of the payment for you. Like, for example, the CTE conference, I sent information out that we would be willing to pay for that registration. All you have to do is just fill out the form, keep your receipts, and then send the information to us, and then we'll reimburse you. We'll reimburse you for that. You'll pay for it up front, but then we'll reimburse you for what you paid for the registration. So just keep that in mind. If there's something that you're wanting to go to, we can help you with that. We have 10 approved CTE programs for this school year. In order to have an approved CTE program, you have to offer 2 courses regardless of credit within that cluster pathway course option for a course to be approved. So I believe the 10 that we have, I have written down, what was that? Obviously, information technology, business management, administration, the ag, food and natural resource, arts, AV and communication, education and training, finance, government and public administration, health science, hospitality and tourism, and human services are the 10 that we have approved. So those are approved for this coming school year. Just wanted to touch base a little bit as far as last year and our total registrations. We had a busy year last year. We were, oh, it's kind of funny sometimes in our office how things go. Anyway, total registrations for last year, we had 3,622 total registrations. I believe we were about 700 more than last year. I think it was about 700 total more than last year registrations. And then currently we have right now, which actually this number has changed too. We have 661 registrations right now, but whenever I did this, I know the last couple of days we've had quite a few more registrations come in. A lot, Karen says, registrations come in. So that number has obviously increased already. And then I just wanted to make sure everything is going okay with the teachers that are using Blackboard Ultra from when we transferred from the state license to our license here. I just want to make sure everything's going okay. So if you guys have any issues with anything, Karen is the guru for that. She knows how to work that. So just email her. She can help you with anything you have, any questions you have with that. But just want to make sure everything is ready to go for you for this coming school year. Okay, that's all I have. You guys have any questions with anything? Fire away. Talk about anything. Karen will continue to send out her facilitator list, her registrations as far as students. She'll send that to you. Obviously, she'll update it periodically as we go, and she'll get it sent to you guys as often as she can, probably weekly. I think you do kind of right?
Or daily.
Or daily. And obviously it changes quite often. We all know that. But yeah, I feel like we're ready. One other thing I was going to touch base on is we've had a lot of phone calls to our office this summer about districts not having teachers. They don't have ag teachers. They don't have FACS teachers. They don't have art teachers. They don't have science teachers. They don't have math teachers. I mean, it was a lot of phone calls. So just be prepared. We're trying to be prepared as much as we can. And another thing too is you need to let us know. And I don't know, I guess we'll just kind of go day by day, but just let us know if you have, I guess, like what's your cap number? Like how many students are you willing to take is really what Karen probably needs to know. And she'll probably be in contact with you on that as well. She'll just be like, hey, you're at this number. What do you think? You want a couple more or what? But it might be kind of like that this year. Just with districts not having being able to hire teachers for those positions. So I hired 5 new Edgenuity teachers just so that I am trying to be as prepared as I can on that end as far as those registrations coming in. But and I know you guys only have one section usually of your course. You know, we don't have multiple teachers that teach the same course. So we're gonna have to be limited. I know NSU, Northern or e-learning, all of their courses are closed already. I think when were they closed? They were closed like at the end of last year. Yeah, at the end of May, they were already closed. All of their courses are already closed. And even someone called just recently and said the same thing still, because they like called and talked to them. They're like, yeah, all their courses are closed. And I don't know what they all have, what all courses they offer exactly, but yeah, so yeah, just kind of FYI you on that. Just let us know how things are going. Just communicate it with us here and we'll do the same with you guys, and we'll try to be on top of things as much as we can. Okay, any questions? Anybody? Karen, anything else? Nothing?
We're just waiting for it to shoot fall. more than anything.
Yeah. Okay. That's all I have. All right. You guys have a good rest of your day. See you guys.